What if I told you the airport we're flying into today trained World War II fighter pilots and accidentally launched Marilyn Monroe's career? This airport now handles over 230,000 flights annually, and most people have never even heard of it. Today, we're flying into Van Nuys, and I'm going to tell you why this place is one of the most important airports in Los Angeles history. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Aviation, and I am a pilot, and I love to explore the history behind different historical airports. Today's flight is going to be a little bit different. We're not just flying into Van Nuys, we're flying into nearly a century of aviation history, from walnut groves to wartime to one of the busiest GA airports in the world. Van Nuys definitely has a story that deserves to be told. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. We ask that you please fasten your seatbelts at this time and secure all baggage underneath your seat or in the overhead compartments above you. We also ask that your seats and tray tables are in the upright position for takeoff. And without further ado, let's get into it. When you think of Los Angeles aviation, LAX immediately comes to mind. But there's another airport in the San Fernando Valley that's been quietly making history for nearly a century. Van Nuys Airport handles over 230,000 takeoffs and landings annually, making it one of the busiest general aviation airports in the world. But this wasn't always a celebrity jet hub. This is a story of an airport that trained fighter pilots, launched a movie star's career, and became an economic powerhouse, all while most people had no idea it existed. This is the story of Van Nuys. The airport opened on December 17th, 1928, exactly 25 years to the day after the Wright brothers' first flight. Picture this, 2 dirt strips in the middle of farmland, but that was it. But Los Angeles was growing fast, and aviation was the future. The airport quickly became popular with Hollywood's elite, a private escape from the crowds at other airfields. And speaking of Hollywood, you've definitely seen this airport before. The iconic airport scenes from the 1942 film Casablanca were actually filmed here at the Metropolitan Airport. That foggy runway where Rick and Ilsa say goodbye, that's Van Nuys. And just as the airport was finding its footing in civilian life, everything changed. In 1942, after the United States entered World War II, the government purchased Metropolitan Airport and converted it into Van Nuys Army Airfield. The military needed training facilities on the West Coast, and Van Nuys fit the bill perfectly. The Army purchased an additional 163 acres to expand the runways and airfield, and stationed the 428th Fighter Squadron with P-38 Lightning aircraft in 1943. Hundreds of pilots trained here, learning to fly one of the most iconic fighters of the war. But the airport wasn't just training pilots. In 1944, a joint venture between the U.S. Navy and Lockheed Corporation created an aircraft modification facility known as the Navy Lockheed Plant. Van Nuys became a vital manufacturing center for the war effort. And here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. In June 1945, a young woman named Norma Jean Doherty was working on a drone assembly line at the airport's military factory when she was photographed for a story about war workers. That photo shoot led to a screen test. Norma Jean became Marilyn Monroe, one of the biggest stars in Hollywood history, got her start right here at the assembly line in Van Nuys. After the war ended, Van Nuys could have faded into obscurity. Instead, it reinvented itself. In 1949, the city of Los Angeles purchased the airport from the War Assets Administration for just $1, with the agreement that the California Air National Guard base would continue operating at the site. Throughout the 1950s, the California Air National Guard replaced its propeller aircraft with F-86 Sabre jets and built permanent facilities. The jet age had finally arrived in the valley. The airport went through several name changes, from Metropolitan to Van Nuys Army Airfield to San Fernando Valley Airport, before finally settling on Van Nuys Airport in 1957. In 1959, the Sherman Way underpass was completed, allowing the main runway to be extended to its current length of 8,001 foot. This runway would later be immortalized in the documentary 1-6 Right. And here's something remarkable. By the end of the 1950s, Van Nuys was ranked as the 25th busiest airport in the nation, despite having no commercial airline service, all general aviation. Today, Van Nuys is a completely different animal. It's become the go-to airport for private aviation in Southern California. Business jets, charter operators, flight schools, and helicopter services all call Van Nuys home. The airport is home to Nuys helicopters, medical transport, tour operators, and serves base for the Los Angeles fire department, police department, and Department of Water and Power aircraft. The airport even houses a unique museum. The Valley Relics Museum occupies 2 old hangars and showcases San Fernando Valley history with neon signs, classic cars, and aviation memorabilia. It's a time capsule of Southern California culture. In 1975, Los Angeles World Airports built the Flyaway Bus Terminal, creating a direct connection to LAX. It's become an essential part of LA's transportation network, helping reduce congestion at the main international airport. So what does Van Nuys mean to Los Angeles today? The airport contributes approximately $1.3 billion annually to the Southern California economy and supports more than 12,300 jobs. That's from an airport most people have never heard of. It's become essential infrastructure for business aviation. When CEOs, celebrities, and executives need to get in and out of LA quickly and privately, this is where they come. No TSA lines, no commercial terminal chaos, just efficient, professional service. It's also a critical training facility. Multiple flight schools operate in and out of here, training the next generation of pilots. The airport's 2 parallel runways, one for training, one for operations, make it perfect for this mission. From walnut groves to wartime training base to world-class general aviation hub, Van Nuys Airport has been quietly shaping aviation history for almost a century. It trained fighter pilots who defended freedom. It accidentally launched a Hollywood icon's career. It's been featured in countless films, and today it moves hundreds of thousands of passengers and crew members every year while supporting thousands of jobs. The next time you're in San Fernando Valley and you hear a jet overhead, look up. That might be a piece of living history taking off from one of the most important airports you've never heard of, Van Nuys, the hidden giant of Los Angeles aviation.